Hello. Yep. Things are working as they're supposed to. It seems. Which is good. We do vampirism. There we go. Load on those. That. That. Alright. Private encounter. That. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, of course. The spec wasn't there. Let's have one of these. The word Dexter, whose meaning refers to the right hand, is typed with only the left hand. That's ironic, isn't it? And we get blood. Onyx bolts for our first drop. It's alright. Quite good actually. Hello. What about more of this? Between 25% and 33% of the population sneeze when exposed to light. Just light, not sunlight. Because I've been told that's like 2%. And myself am within that percentage anyways. That sneezes from sunlight. Hello, Corp. Alright, we're over 1900 kills already. In a couple of hundred kills, we are 2 off from being at a drop rate for sigils. Well, here we have it. Nearly 80% of all animals on Earth have 6 legs. Yeah, that's all the insects. Let's stop that up. Queue up the spec. Every night at 11:11, I make a wish that someone will come pick my broken clock. In one stride, a cheetah can cover 23 to 26 feet, 7 to 8 meters. Oh, I need more inventory space for that. It's alright. Let's open up one more space then. Puppy, yes. Hello, Ryan. I see you had another shard just a couple of minutes ago. Was that your 42nd shard? Oh, my pizza was delicious last night. Why you sick of shots though? They're money, aren't they? Like a mil each. Okay, we get cannonballs today. I just hope we get some more cannonballs than just one drop. Corp's been a little stingy on the cannonball drops. As of late. 1.2 mil each, yeah. Yeah, well, 42. You hadn't had any more shots that I wasn't aware of them. How many thousands of emus have you killed now? Mystic Cloth. 16,049. A few. There was something I was... Oh yes, right. I was contemplating on actually doing next devour. Because of how much the Virtuous Mask is right now over med price. Being over twice med price. Or selling for over twice med price, really. So I'm kind of curious to see what kind of money a Virtuous chestplate would be. Hello, Phasmatite Stone Spirits. I would very much like for you to be a sigil or two instead of stone spirits. At 19 kills now. Had to replace my cannon again last night. You always leave your cannon behind. Pick the leave gate instead of loot pile. Lost my loot and your cannon. Oh. Imagine if the pet would have been in that loot pile. That would not have been nice at all. Here we have a regen bracelet. Especially if you don't have haven't used your Reaper points for anything, or Slayer points for anything, you could just be doing that. But then again, item piles do despawn quite quickly in this game these days. Over 6,000 Slayer points. That's a few points. I don't have nearly as much. I have 254 points. But how? No. We do not go out of prayer points there. Alright. No, not that. Currencies. This one. Apparently I can't do that. But I should have a few Slayer Whip tickets. Nope. Yeah, there is no quick chat for that. Distractions and diversions. Nope. 310 Slayer Whip tickets. I should get using them. Or actually doing just a Slayer in general. That's an interesting fact about cats. Hershey's Kisses are called that because the machine that makes them looks like a kissing the conveyor belt. I see. Oh. Activated new thing. Also reapply these things. White berries. I'll have those. Thank you very much. The first automobile race ever seen in the United States was held in Chicago in 1895. The track ran from Chicago to Evanston, Illinois. The winner was J. Frank Daria, whose average speed was 71/2 miles per hour. I imagine that should be 0.2 miles, but yeah. Oh. Now I understand, 7.5 miles. Hey, that's an effigy. Do we get Effie pet? Fishing? Construction? Fletching? Smithing? Nope. No Effie. Yeah, 71.2 miles per hour would be quite speedy at that time, when they didn't even have proper rubber for tires. I didn't say Neffy, I said Effie. You made it sound like a nosy Effie. Oh no. Not the prayer points again. Oh, that was called Ne. I don't think there is a Neffy. I think. Let me pull up the wiki. Effigy pet. Yeah, Effie, spelled EFFY, is a pet obtained by gaining experience or bonus experience from Dragonkin lamps or stars, with a drop rate of 1 out of 100. Access to the pet is granted after finishing the Rebuilding Edgewell mini-quest. Where Edgewell is rebuilt from, well, yeah. Ah, yes. The Nakatra pet. Hold on. Nakatra. Nefty's tooth. Yeah. Nefty's tooth is used to unlock Neffy. But it still just sounds like a nosy Effie, though. Cat paws act as temperature regulators, shock absorbers, hunting and grooming tools, sensors, and more. Well, obviously. It is their primary extremity to test for things. Queuing up that spec. Oh, we don't even have an overload on right now. Quick fix. Is there a quick chat to see if you have the Effie pet? Let's see. Effie. No matching items found. No. I have obtained 156 starved ancient effigy though. But there is no quick chat for Effie. There is a quick chat for Neffy. Why couldn't the kid see the pirate movie? Because it was rated R. Green dragon house. The first episode of Joni Loves Kachi was the highest rated American program in history of Korean television. A country where Kachi translates to penis. Or is it Chachi? I don't know. But that was a fun fact though. Hmm. Ten minutes of chargeback remaining. Oh no! Oh right, I haven't even sold you the 350 odd energies or charges. Do you still want to buy them? Stairs. Well, sure, meet at wars. Because I am quite loaded on energies, or charges rather. I have 878 charges. So yeah, I can sell you 350 of them, no problem. There. Pleasure doing business with you. Last reset. Search for active reservoir. That one. Rejoin would be the thing. All right. How do you make holy water? You boil the hell out of it. Or in stupid RuneScape you gotta make a golden bowl first. Yes! Which you should be very familiar with by now. One does not simply destroy their golden bowl. There are 293 ways to make change for $1. You made 10 just in case. Okay. I guess that works too, because it's still just gonna take up one bank space. No matter how much, or no matter how many you have there. If it's just one or max stack. Huh. Something just occurred to me. Okay, my browser source is online. I had to check that out myself. If you went out into space, would you explode before you suffocated because there's no air pressure? Actually, you wouldn't explode. I know this this one. You wouldn't explode, you would just blow the whole lot. Bloat and swell. It's too long. Not doing that one. The symbol on the pound key is called an octothrope. Okay. Why does it have anything to do with 8? Because if you look at the symbol, there's clearly 9 spaces. Why did the feline fail the lie detector test? Because he be lion. The ability of a cat to find its way home is called PSI traveling. Experts think cats either use the angle of the sunlight to find their way, or that cats have magnetized cells in their brains that act as compasses. You would think that with all the veterinary technology that's available these days, we would already know what's going on inside a cat's brain. Especially with the magnetized cells part, because we do know that the birds have these. Oh, augmented masterwork melee plate body and plate legs just gained a level up to 20. How far off is the spear then? Still a whole level behind. Well, technically it's not 19 yet, but it's very soon. Soon still though. I guess I do get some benefit out of that because fans have Impatient 4. How about that? Queue up the spec. Task over, still no pet. Well, too bad. Next task. More pet chances. Just like with Corp, there's always next kill if I didn't get the sigil, the first one. And there we have it, new spawn. The electric chair was invented by a dentist. I guess this dentist treatments were quite shocking. Yeah, that's what I get for my attempts at making jokes. I get those jokes spat right at me in the form of another spirit shield drop. Don't tell secrets in cornfields, too many ears around. A group of cats is called a clouder. Here we have it. In the 1980s, American migraines increased by 60%. Either they increased by 60% or the doctors in the medical community started to understand migraines a bit more, and thus it became easier for them to actually diagnose the cases. Because in many illnesses and cases, understanding what you're actually diagnosing many times is the key to actually diagnosing it, which artificially corrects the actual statistics for a disease and its spread. Here we have you. Hello. The only real person to be a pest head was Betsy Ross. Any drops? Nah, just raw sharks. The majority of the duct in your house is made up from your own dead skin. I believe that is meant to say dust. And that would be correct, actually. There's many more sources that tell this. Thorns. If I could name myself after an Egyptian god, I'd be Set. What about this then? Starfish haven't got brains. Understandable. But they have to have some kind of thinking organ. At least some kind of organ that's crucial for survival. Because if a starfish gets severed, like one tentacle of a starfish, that one severed tentacle will be able to grow new tentacles out of the wound. Onyx bolts. Yes, thank you. I like that. Queue up some spec action. Kittens remain with their mother till the age of 9 weeks. Yeah, naturally perhaps. But you need to artificially keep them together until the kittens are 4 months old. At least in Finland, that's the age of separation, or the age where you can give away the kitten. 4 months. No, we had that one already. The average American butt is 14.9 inches long. And spawn, please. Here we go. Hostess, do you have a preference for where you sit, Dad? Down. More lore runes. Come on now, Corp. Phasmatite spirits. It's been months since I bought the book How to Scam People Online. Still hasn't turned up. What did the big flower say to the little flower? Hi, bud. We're catching all these misspellings today. Ooh, more money. Why do bees hum? Because they don't have the words. Sigil, please. Nope. This sticker of stuff. I'm not reading all that. Thank you, Seribot, though. Wow, even sound alert is like, hey, have a novel on us. Another region bracelet. In space, astronauts are unable to cry because there is no gravity and tears won't flow. How do they keep their eyes hydrated then? If the tears won't flow. Asmatite stone spirits. Yes. I don't trust theirs. They're always up to something. I'll take those raw shot. Come on then. Next spawn, please. Here we go. Shard number 43. Congrats, Ryan. We are at the last 10 minutes of this boss instance. When this ends, I'm gonna be playing 60 seconds of ads for you people. Then after that, we're doing another hour of Corp. Tuna potato. Shakespeare spelled his own name several different ways. All the limp words. There we go. Okay. This is good for my something. Did you know Albert Einstein was a real person? All this time I thought he was just a theoretical physicist. Oh, I haven't even inspected him yet. Another spirit shield. What do you know? Astronomers got tired of watching the moon go around the Earth for 24 hours. They decided to call it a day. The phone will start in 5 minutes. Go right ahead. I am not joining in Infernal Star. Come on. Ah, cannonballs. Corp is finally paying off for the cannon usage once again. Less than 5 minutes remain on this instance. Afterwards, gearing up for another hour while playing 60 seconds of ads for you. Then we're doing it another hour afterwards. And I'm about to die. Not anymore. No devs office content today. I hope. Camels have 3 eyelids to protect themselves from blowing sand. Hello. Corp. Would you like to drop something nice for me, please? A sigil would be nice. Something that I don't have yet. Like an divine or arcane. No. He drops me UCs. And I can't even get farming XP anymore. Come on, spawn, thank you. Huh. Prayer points. Must not run out of them. And we get more tuna potatoes. So we can replenish our hard foods. Tune up the spec, and there we go. No, GP drops. One more spawn during this instance is something we'll get. There we have it. After this kill, I'll be playing 60 seconds of ads while I re-gear for another hour. Then we do another. Right, Mystic Claw. I see. That was the first Mystic Claw this hour. Even then. Right. I'll be regearing for another hour. I'll be right back with you, people. No last preset, thank you. Search. One. Yes, that one. Also, let's fill up the flask while at it. Fill that. Yep. Otherwise, we're gonna have a bad day. Management, vampirism. Right, now that we're back again, let's start another hour. Hopefully, we'll get something out of it. Here we go. Placed. The spec could do a lot of miracles there. And it did. Alfred Hitchcock didn't have a belly button. It was eliminated when he was sewn up after surgery. Oh, you don't have one anymore. Well, you found your twin from the past through my stream then. In the marriage ceremony of the ancient Inca Indians of Peru, the couple was considered officially wed when they took off their sandals and handed them to each other. Raw sharks. I'll take those. That one and that one. What's the worst part about being cross-eyed teacher? They can't control their pupils. No, ruin balls. We'll take that. Long muscular hind legs enable snow leopards to leap 7 times their body length in a single bound. Boombox. Someone in the French chat wonders how often happy hour is. And apparently it's 5 times a day, but when do you even know when the next happy hour is gonna be? Is there even any way to actually know when the next happy hour is gonna be at the beach? Because I would love to be able to AFK the dung hole. Happy hours occur daily at 1, 9, 14, 16, 30 and 21 UTC game time on all worlds simultaneously. That's good to know. I'm gonna screenshot that actually. And if I find any inconsistencies, I know how to message you off stream. I'll save it under happy. It's taken from the wiki, I see. Okay. So the next one is in 2.5 hours, pretty much. Take that. And I still haven't been to the freaking oyster yet. Just remembered. Hello, infected son. Doubting your viewers is bad for business. Ah. Yes. There's one happening now. You're right. You're right. One is happening now. But I can't exactly go there right now. Well, you know, it goes like this. I'm at 28 shields now, 17 elixirs. And there is no sign of the last 2 sigils yet. That is how it's going. And I also posted yesterday a little bit of the future plans on the Discord. If you're there, you can read all about it. But the base gist of it is that there's restructuring happening in the company that I work for in real life. And the effects will take change in September. My vacation will end after this week, So then the normally scheduled streams will start to happen again. But instead of 17:30 finish time, they will be starting at 18 instead, to give it a nice rounded number of when they will start happening. What's the KC now? 1978. 1978 corporeal beast kill count. Right now. Oh, I switched that off. Switched off the wrong thing. Can't be helped though. The first formal cat show was held in England in 1871, America in 1895. Oh, and yes, by the way, infected, my working hours will start with a night shift week, a 6-day night shift week at that. So the normally scheduled streams won't start next week, but rather the week after that. Queuing up them specs. There we go. The hypermart outside of Garland, Texas has 58 checkouts. That's a big store. Of course they will be fun. That's why I've added them. I have been thinking about integrating those sound effects with blurb though, because it seems that many use blurb instead of sound alerts for this. For redeemable sounds. At least all of the people that I've seen seem to be using blurb instead of sound alerts. Yeah, there we go. By integrating blurb instead of a sound alert, it would be easier for people since it's a familiar plugin already. That and this. And well, why did the barber win the race? He took a shortcut. Yes. Mystic cloth. I asked the surgeon if I could administer my own anesthetic. They said, go ahead, knock yourself out. Yes, I chuckled as well. On the inside, though. Oh, more cannonballs. Not only is he paying for the cannonball now, but also giving a little profit on them. That's always good. Although I would much rather have an arcane or divine sigil. Or and rather. Because I rather have both. If I can have them, please. Yes, both in one drop incoming, because I've never had a double drop from a significant boss other than barrows, and I'm not counting barrows, because that's a chest. You don't really get the drop from one of the boss monsters per se. What does a clock do when it's hungry? It goes back 4 seconds. Cats have 9 lives, thanks to a flexible spine and powerful leg and back muscles. Well, it's just a saying that cats have 9 lives, really. That won't help versus a gun, that's true. But who would shoot a cat? Cats are lovely. I ain't reading all that. Thank you, though. Hello, Corp.
In Virton village, located in Transylvania, Romania, the church had a divorce reconciliation room. Couples that wanted to get a divorce had to live in a room for 2 weeks with one small bed, one chair, one table, one plate and one spoon. In 300 years, they only had one divorce.
Thank you, Infected Sound. You're also the first one who's ever redeemed text-to-speech. Now I know what it sounds like. Well, you'll shoot up quite fast enough from there, I'd say. There is a reason why I made most of the sounds like 50 points each, so that they would be cheap enough to be so-called spammed, but also like expensive enough so that new people can't just join and start spamming. At least not without following the channel.
Bruh.
Bruh. I can do this too,
Bruh.
you know.
Bruh.
But that's because I have it on a button. Right next to the button where I pressed this, there's a joke incoming. Can we ban the streamer for No, you cannot. You must not ban me. That's me after every elite enemy kill. Yeah, I get that. What do you call a magician who has lost their magic? Ian. And this is Corp after every one of my kills. Denied. Ooh, burn bolts. Like those. Nice additions to the loot tab. Which I'm currently rebuilding. Still need 3 shards. 3 shards to upgrade the last tier 95s. Ooh. Some of that. Hello. Did you know that Prudhoms have mass? I didn't even know they were Catholic. Limp words. Oh, I need part. Was it that? Yes. Very much so. Both the kill and the joke. Cat should not be fed tuna exclusively, as it lacks taurine. Oh yes. An essential nutrient required for good feline health. Make sure you have the proper pet supplies to keep your cat happy and healthy. What do you call a group of disorganized cats? A catastrophe. Oh, now you get the joke. Yes. The thing they have at church each Sunday is called Mass. I was too. It took me a while to be here, like, huh? Ah, right. To be fair, if they would have phrased it in the joke as a Christian, just a rather plain Christian, then it would have kicked in sort of instantly, and rather than just Catholic. Because I was here thinking like, what's so special about Catholics? And, oh, right. Well, all Christians have Mass on Sundays. Okay, then we do this and this. And we're good for another 12 minutes on that front. And we get tuna potato. $1,993 kills right now. Almost at 2,000 kills. Parallel lines have so much in common. It's a shame they'll never meet. Hello, Domises. I am using Masterwork Melee full, except the gloves are Cinderbane gloves. Then I'm using an augmented Masterwork Spear of Annihilation, a Champion's Ring, an Essence of Finality ornamented with a Statue's Warhammer deck inside it. Then I'm using the Igneous Skull Duck Cape, which is the combined Zac Cape for all styles. This is Morrigal's Nexus that I'm using for darkness every so often, and then a Vampirism Aura. Right. More prayer points is ideal so we don't run out of them. Yeah, it's almost fully AFKable. Actually, it is fully AFKable. In exception for the fact that you have to keep refilling your prayer points, and also make sure that your cannon, or in this case old coil, stays fully loaded, and the timer doesn't run out on it. So it's, yeah, semi-AFKable. Yeah, sometimes Corp goes burr and can kill you too. But then again, it's been a while since Corp has last time killed me. It was close earlier this hour. Also, often I hear that Blessed Flash is not worth it, but I see it's nice things for AFK stuff. Absolutely! It is absolutely nice to have for AFK. In fact, a person in my clan is quite literally the king of AFK Slayer. He has 4 Blessed Flasks. But he also has several tens of thousands of kills on each Slayer monster, with like at least 5 prestige each at this point. And we ran out of prayer points. Not good. Not essential, but it's a good quality of life if you see prayer points alone. Yes! That's exactly it. One dose restores 565 prayer points. So about now, I took a dose and it went to full prayer points. Also, I'm using the Enhanced Excalibur and Ancient Element Ritual Shards in conjunction to get free heals and free prayer points passively. Just to look at the prayer point meter not depleting too quickly. What did the father tomato say to the baby tomato whilst on a family walk? Ketchup. Ow. Milk can give some cats diarrhea. Yep, they are not as lactose intolerant as we would like to think. Didn't even spec it this time, hence why there was only 85% hit chance. But I was still able to get it quite AFKly, and I'm still at full health. So yeah, it's quite semi-AFKable. Oh right, and I'm also using the scripture of a mascot to boost my damage output a little bit. It's able to shave off like 5 to 7.5 seconds, typically. Which is quite good, I think. You think you don't have prestige any Slayer monsters? Demons are heading that way though, yeah? I have prestiged Abyssal Demons. I'm almost at 2 prestige there. Another Spirit Shield. Let's take a look actually. Beasts, Slayer creature kills. Abyssal Demons, 1 prestige, 58,755 kills. So yeah, almost at 2 prestige there. Oh, and this kill is actually our 2000th kill. Let's see it. What do we get for our 2k kills? We got a U-seed, which got eaten up by my seedicide. You apparently prestige 6 Slayer mobs. That's... Ascensions being 4. Oh wow. Did you farm your own keys? Because that's what it looks like. Just went 200 mil killing Capser. Ranged. Yeah. Well, obviously ranged. Having Capsarius in the personal Slayer dungeon would be good. Now that I think of it. Would be nice in AFK. Without any threats of accidentally poking the big shield guy. Every once in a while. Ah, right, spec. Hit chance back to up to 100. Did you see they just made 1 key now instead of 6? Yeah, I was actually about to ask you what do you think of that change, because I like it quite a lot. I still think the keystones are quite expensive, but then again, if the keystones are expensive, it just means that Slayer is that much more profitable for low-level players, or mid-level players, rather. Yeah, it's good. It really is. Ascension bow still pricey? I don't know. A lot less RNG based, which I like. Yes! That is very much so. The more you can take off elements of RNG, the better. In my opinion. Hold on. Spec. Especially if you're going for log, or really just want to grind that specific thing. Okay, adamantite stones. Oh, I need that slot. in the invent. Top up the cannon. And there we go. The life expectancy of cats has nearly doubled over the last 50 years. That's good. We like our pets. 57 mil for crossbows at the moment. Okay. Is that for the both? For the whole set, the main hand and the offhand, or is it just the main hand and just the offhand? Just one, alright. So they're still worth some money, which is alright. I imagine there are some people who like to do necks with crossbows, with the ruby bolts. And we need to refresh these. Both ruby and onyx buckery bolts are somewhat goated when it comes to nexing with ranged, in my opinion. But then there's the fact that if I go with Bolg to nex wearing Bestian slot gear, I'm so bad at ranged, there's a 50-50 that I might die. Light bones are 100 mil each apparently, so not that far off. Huh. I have blight bounce in the bank myself. But I did have ascensions before that. Plus those say you enchanted bolts. Yes, they do. But ascensions truly are viable choices if you can't afford blight bounce, and for some reason you like to use crossbows with the bolts. Here we go. Any droppers? Happy face? White berries. Have one of these. On the ground, a group of geese is a gaggle. In the sky, it is a skein. Okay, I'll take that information and run off with it. There we go. Doctor, do you want to hear the good news or the bad news? Patient. Good news, please, doctor. We're naming a disease after you. Tuna potato.
Emotional damage!
Emotional damage, yes. Huh. I've removed that button from my soundboard. That's right in front of me here. But I bet his reaction was this. Less than 20 minutes remain of this instance and live stream. If you haven't done so yet, please consider dropping a follow on the channel. It helps a lot. On our journey. Anti-poison. That's... my area loot is being overwhelmed. It's back. There we go. Had to run off from Narnia just to loot it. The group of words associated with...
My love for Ademu creatures is so high. I love it here. When they drop that sweet necklace shard, I get so overjoyed and hyped up. It's hard to express my joy in words.
I understand you. I understand you, Ryan. It's also very funny for me to always read the announcement in my chat that you've again gotten another necklace shard for your ever-growing collection, which you haven't even collected or saved up in your bank, but rather you've always sold it off right away after the task. I remember when those shards were 20 million each. That was you. Now you're keeping them. Oh yes, the group of words associated with cat stem from the Latin catus, meaning domestic cats, as opposed to felis or wildcat. We can has the staff, so we can disassemble it right off. I wish they were 20 million each now. Yeah, we all do. When we're high-level players who can actually farm edemus. Same, now I give them to new players with a fury. Let me guess. You give the new players the blood necklace shard with the fury, and then you refuse to give them crafting assist. Just to tick them off. Aww. But it would have been so funny though. Now, it is still a very, very generous of you. For bullying. Who have I bullied? I haven't bullied anyone. Yet. I've only stated what would be funny. What you call a boy who stopped digging holes? Douglas. Scheming, yeah. Scheming the devil's work behind the devil's back. Or what? The longest one-syllable word in the English language is screeched. Huh. Plasmatite stone spirits. All the bolts, all the seeds, all the runes. Hello. We're actually just a few kills away from a kill counter device have 4 sigils dropped. But there's only 2 on log. Speaking about sigils, gain spirit shields. Can I report corporeal beast for bullying me? Is that something I can do? I bet his virtual ass is just laughing at me between kills. Reported Imbus 2, yeah. Let's report all the NPCs. Ballrooms. I should have reported Gardor when he was 7 times over drop rate for tacits. Oh shit. What is my Gardor kill count? Grado. 1782. I do have the log. But that's still 1700 kills more than I ever wanted to do him. There we go. Ah. Fire stuff. On average, Americans eat 18 acres of pizza every day. That's a lot of pizza. 2700 kills and you got log. You have 1000 more kills than I do. Haha. I'm gonna brag about that. I was spared 1000 kills of torment. But it seems like Corp is taking full advantage of those kills that I spared there. Come on. Ah. Those toad flax seeds. You up spec? Why was it called the Dark Ages? Because of all the knights. Congrats, you have earned a treasure hunter key. Ooh. spec. And here we go. Switches to hard mode for the pet for 240 kills. Oh, switched! Not switches. We have less than 10 minutes remaining of this instance and live stream. If you're new here, please consider dropping a follow on the channel. Join the Discord for easy updates on whenever I go live and whenever I'll upload to YouTube and TikTok. On average, Americans eat... we just had that one. Celery has negative calories. It takes more calories to eat a piece of celery than celery has in it. Hello DK rap artist, no new drops since the L. No. No. No new drops at all. We've just had a few shields and a few elixirs. Quite a lot of them actually. But yeah, no, nothing new. Whenever I do get something new, I always tend to update the picture I have right on the spot when it happens. No, we have had that one earlier today. The national anthem of Greece has 158 verses. No one in Greece has memorized all of 158 verses. Tuna potato. Hello. Toasters were the first form of pop-up notifications. That is actually an interesting way of thinking about toasters. Another regen bracelet. Straight to the assembly. The thumbnail grows the slowest, the middle nail the fastest, nearly 4 times faster than toenail. That's original, love it lol. Yep. It's one of those rare ones. I swear these bots have like a tier list of jokes that are more common than others and more rare than others. Staff. Make a joke collection log. Yeah. I have no need for that. I can just press a button and up pops a joke. I can press a joke and that joke and yo mama. Your mom was so fat that she fell and created the Grand Canyon. Did you hear the news? FedEx and UPS are merging. They are going to buy the name Fed Up from now on. Why did the A go to the bathroom and come out as an E? Because he had a vowel movement. A great thing about stationery shops is they're always in the same place. And we get onyx bolts. Some money there. Less than 5 minutes remain on this instance and stream. If you're new here, please consider dropping a follow, join the Discord for easy updates whenever I go live and upload to TikTok and YouTube. Here. Another spirit shield. That's the third one this hour. And still no sigils though. Let's queue up the spec, maybe we get a couple of seconds off then. Yo. Rune bolts. I'm starting to have a nice collection of naked rune bolts in the bank. The dot over the letter I is called a tittle. Desert goat horn. First horns of this hour. The word tittle has a tittle. Yes. Double tittle. How many seconds are in a year? 12. January 2nd, February 2nd, March 2nd, April 2nd, and so forth. Green dragon hides. We still have time for one more spawn. One more spawn before everything's up. There we have it. Last kill, good luck. Thank you. Last kill indeed. Let's hope for the best. You know what? I'm not gonna drink another dose of prayer, because I can just replenish it at wars later. And we get Onyx Bolt, so we get a little bit of money right there. Thanks to everyone who's been watching. Please drop a follow on Twitch, subscription on YouTube. All the good links in the link tree. Join the Discord for easy updates whenever I go live and whenever I upload new videos. I'll be live again tomorrow. Thanks and bye bye.